Hello everyone and welcome to the long-awaited 2025, the end of 2025 S tier level video. There are 63 levels on this list. 63. Yeah. First what we're gonna do is look at the levels that have moved down from S tier that are no longer in there. And none of them were affected by the tier rework. These are all me moving them down because I think I'd overplaced them. And in this video, I'll also be telling you what their place is on the current tier list and how much they move down or up by in the case of like 2 levels, or if they stayed neutral, which one level did, somehow. So yeah, first let's get started with those levels that are no longer on this list. First up, Ginny, which was 50th place last time, which was the lowest S tier, and is now 69th with a minus 19 spots. So it's now kind of high A tier. It's just kind of boring. It's not that boring. I still love the soundtrack. I love a lot about it. I think I overplaced it. However, I don't think it's deserving of like D tier, where I see a few people put it, which I think is a crazy take. Up next we have Fantastic Suite House, which was 45th place last time. It is now 93rd, moving down 48 spots, and this is moving down for the exact same reason as Ginny, as well as Game Zone, which was 25th place last time and is now 71st, going down 46 spots. The only difference between this and Fantastic Suite House is that I just very much overplaced this one due to a little bit more of a recency bias. There's one more level that this applies to. Crescent Moonbeam, which was 41st place last time, is now 68th, minus 27 spots. The only difference is that I think I just put it next to Masked Ball because both of their main levels were pretty bad, and I was like, okay, I could just stick these two together. However, I think Masked Ball is a lot better than this level, which we'll see later on this list. Up next we have Nuclear Energy, which was 47th place last year. It's now 72nd, minus 25 places. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of overplaced this level as well. I kind of overrated it. However, by no means does that mean it's bad. 72nd place on the tier list right now. It means it's around like 9 levels out of S tier, so by no means is that absolutely horrible. Up next we have Pipeline, which was 48th place last year. It's now 67th place, and that's also a negative 19 spots. And I moved this literally just for this video because I don't come back and play this level almost at all because of its difficulty just being absolutely insane for a 5-star. It's actually a 6-star. So yeah, that's my reasoning here. Oh boy, here we go. 44th place last year, now 114th place, minus 70 spots. We have Fireworks. Alright, Mr. Pro Bro, here's one. I overrated the soundtrack of this level, definitely should have been my top 15. It's a little too quiet, and y'all made fun of me for that in the comments for a while. But you know, yeah, it should have been my top 15 soundtracks. Oh well. This is actually the only level on last year's list that was in S tier to be in B tier now. It fell past A tier into the B tier. I mean, granted, it was an A tier before tier rework, so this one was affected by tier rework, but still. But lastly, we have Cannon Encounters, which is our highest, it was highest place last time, and it has fallen the most spots. It was 16th place last time. It is currently 95th place, falling 79 spots, and it's still in the A tier, for reference. It's like 2 spots behind Fantastic Suite House. It's Fantastic Suite House, Venus, and then this level. And yeah, this level was literally brand new, like, if not the newest level of the update, the second or 4th newest, whatever, because they released 2 per update. So yeah, it was like brand spanking new at the time, and I severely overplaced it. I don't know why I did that. I mean, it's still good, it's just not S tier worthy. But with that, let's move on to our actual S tier picks. Up first on the actual list in 63rd place, we have Unlock the Future. It was 43rd place last year, so it fell 20 spots, but that is mostly due to new levels being added. I moved it down a few spots, but it was kind of impacted by the tier rework, considering the fact that a lot of the levels under it moved down anyway. And then I moved some of the levels up as well. So, yeah. However, this level is not bad. I see a lot of people saying that it's a bit worse than VR Fairyland. However, I disagree. I think this level soundtrack is a banger. Now, don't get me wrong, VR Fairyland is like very high B tier, would have been A tier without the tier rework, so it's still a very solid level. I just prefer this level a little bit more because I think it's a little bit more fun and easy, and like I said, the soundtrack is just a little better. Up next, in 62nd place, we have Celestial Vault, which is a new level. It is actually the newest level in the game right now. This is a very, just like Canon Encounters, I could be very wrong about this. I don't know. It literally just came out. I've had 2 weeks to play it. As of right now, I'm filming on Halloween, so, boo. The scariest thing is that the basketball hasn't gotten a weekly match yet, because of emoji. But, yeah. I think it's pretty good. It's better than City of Tomorrow. I love the soundtrack. Routing is pretty okay. I'm a pretty big fan of it, but take this one with a grain of salt because I'm not entirely sure where to put this one, so I'm just going to put it in low S tier for now, but this could get moved very high up or very much lower in the future. Another new level on this list, Legendary Racing in 61st place. This is going to be one that people probably disagree with me with, which I don't blame them because I don't see a lot of people putting this in S tier. People put the bonus in S tier, which, don't worry, we'll see that one a lot later. Like, it's a lot higher. But I think this level's still pretty good by itself. Without the texture reworking, I think this still probably would have been A tier, but like, after the texture reworking, it looks really good. You could even compare it on this level screen right now. Like, the picture with the ball and all the obstacles in it, that texture is the first one, and then the one behind the text on the screen with the crowns is the new one. It's very different, and I love the new one. I think it's the push it needed. It also has like the best trio song in the game, in my opinion, right now. That's going to be a hot take as well. Has really great concept, and I honestly think they executed it quite well after the theme texture. However, I do like the routing of its bonus quite a bit more. So that's why we'll be seeing that one in quite a lot. In 60th place, we have the first level to ever be added in an update, City, level 6. It was in 49th place last year, so it's moved down 11 spots, but that is purely just because new levels have been added. There's been a lot of new levels in S tier this year because they're just really good. So it's just been moved down. Had no new levels been released, I think its score actually would have gone up, because some levels even moved down past it, so it would have gone up. I mean, everything still stands from last year. Very nostalgic. Love the soundtrack. Love the concept. Like, it still holds up really well for a 2016 level. There's one 2016 level that I'm thinking of right now. There might be another that will be higher than this one. But other than that, I mean, this is like one of the best 2016 levels. In 59th place is another 4-star, Westland, which is in 46th place last year and has moved down 13 spots. Once again, almost the exact same thing can be said about this level that can be said for City. It pretty much only moved down because new levels were added. I think I moved it down like maybe 2 spots manually, but like it would have gone down like 2 spots if no new levels were added. It did not fall that much. It's still really good. It has the second best trio song in the game, in my opinion. It's still pretty average, though, and I think that's something that does hold it back. However, the obstacles, the concept, and oh my gosh, especially the minecart theme, very much carrying this level up in S tier. Like, I don't think it's ever gonna fall out, honestly, unless there's like a bunch of levels that like make this outdated. I think this is gonna be in the S tier forever, along with its bonus, which we'll be seeing much later, like very much later. In 58th place, we have another new level, and one of the only fan-mades on this list. There's one other, Earthcore Adventure. This was such a fitting end to the fan-made, ending with the bonus of the first fan-made. I think that is a great idea. I've always loved this level more than Cave, honestly. So I think the soundtrack is 10 times better. Love the pink theme, and they did the best that they could in Rolling Fan-Made with literally just a not even a custom set of obstacles, just like normal obstacles, which is awesome. So yeah, definitely an S tier level for me. I can see people disagreeing with this, though. I think this is one of the best fan-mades, though. In 57th place, we have Masked Ball, which was 40th place last time, dropping 17 spots. Yeah, I mean, this one just fell a little bit, but like I said, a lot of new levels are getting added and all of that. This one is still very solid. It is really good for a 2-star. It's definitely the best of the 4 of the, like, bad main level, good bonus level quadrility. I don't know. I don't know what you call it, a set of 4 movies, or like 4 anything. Still, definitely the best of the 4. This is the only one that I think still deserves to be an S tier because I think that the music just works so well and the routing's actually really good. It incorporates like every single obstacle quite well. It's much better than Parade Pageantry, and I love everything that it did so much more. In 56th place, we have Moonlit Night Movement. Now, if I'm correct, I believe this is the level that dropped the most places and is still on the list. It was in 9th place last year, falling 47 spots. Still on the list, by the way. This level got power crept so hard. Because so many levels with better soundtracks came out, and it just pushed this out of the top 10 for sure. Like, there's no question about this. I don't know if this should have been top 10. I mean, at the time, it was good because this was the best soundtrack in the game. But now that there's so many better soundtracks, I think it's just getting power cut more and more, and it might even fall out of the S tier at this point. Even in my deeper dive a while ago, I filmed it. It was one of the first deeper dives I ever filmed. I said I don't think this level will ever fall out of the deeper dive. Or out of the S tier, I mean. But it might. It very well could. But as of right now, it stands in 56th place. Still in the S tier, still holding strong. Alright, people are going to disagree with me so much on this one. In 55th place, we have Space Station. In 37th place last time, falling 18 spots. Now that this is a 1-star, I honestly think that I could move this up further. Like, I'm not even kidding. I think I can move this up further. I was rating this as a 3-star before, and then I had some, like, a little bit of flaws with it now, but now that they moved it down to a 1-star, I actually have a lot less issues with this level. I don't know why people hate it. It's, in my opinion, the best theme of the three, like, color-wise. I love this color palette. I wish they used it more. Like, I actually wish they used it in Horizon Cruise instead of just Interstellar Leap for, like, one theme. The music's fire, in my opinion. Even though it's a really short level, I just love playing it. I probably could have played it in the span of me talking right now. Like, it's so fun. And now that it's a 1-star, I feel like I could actually probably move it up some more spots. In 54th place, 42nd place last time, dropping 12 spots, Eternity. No longer the best 1-star. It has been dethroned by a level that is coming up in 2 spots. Still, this level has amazing decorations. It uses the concept of Chronos very well, and I'm very impressed with it still to this day. It holds up very well. I think a lot of people are going to agree with me when I say that this probably was the only S tier worthy 1-star level until another level came out quite recently. Okay, well, Atomic Energy, until Atomic Energy came out. Because we all know that's what's above it. I think I'm going to get shade for putting Atomic Energy above it anyway, but I'll explain more on that later. As for this level, amazing soundtrack, really good vibes, and it just works really well. In 53rd place, we have a new level, Midnight Go Round. Y'all are absolutely insane if you put this in, like, F tier. Like, I think that is one of the hottest takes ever. Like, a hotter take than me putting Fireworks soundtrack in my top 15. Like, you know, it's a hot take. I don't even know what there is to hate about this level. I mean, the backwards mechanic, that's just a skill issue, honestly. Like, if you can't do it. It's a fun level. It's actually a gimmick that I love really well. I love how they did it. Granted, I will admit Amusement Park is better. That's because it's like a 5-star, and I have so many more reasons to like that level. We'll talk more about that in a second. But yeah, no, this is a amazing level. I've seen some hot takes about this level, and honestly, I think they're some of the weirdest takes ever, and I don't understand them. In 52nd place, obviously a new level to this list, we have Atomic Energy. This is, in my opinion, the best 1-star now. This very much could be recency bias, so like I said, take this with a grain of salt. However, I feel like when Minimax does these new 1-star levels, they're actually really good when they're not just like old bonuses of Cheeto level levels. Like, Eternity, amazing. It was like the first time they ever tried doing a 1-star bonus with a level that they actually made. And then they did Workshop, which in my opinion, probably their weakest shot, but that's just because Industrial Base wasn't even the best of the level anyway, so I don't know. But then this level, Fission was already like a S tier level, which we will see it later. But, I mean, they cooked with this too, honestly. Even though its main level's better, they really cooked with it. I love the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack's actually like one of my favorite things about this level. And when you have a 1-star level, the soundtrack actually matters immensely, considering the gameplay is probably not going to be that impressive. However, I do think the gameplay impressed me quite a bit here. I could see this eventually becoming a 2-star, even though it's only rated as a 1.4. I think it's a little bit harder than that. A lot of people do get... I can see a lot of people getting confused with this level, though, especially with that one part at 70% with those, like, slide tiles where you don't actually have to touch them, but it looks like you do, and it looks like it's a really hard thing. I mean, it's just that. But, I mean, that's my only complaint with this level, and even then, it's almost in my top 50. So, I mean, it's still a really solid level. Speaking of top 50, barely missing out on top 50 and 51st place, we have Polar Exploration, a new level, so it can't fall any places. This level is so good. Its bonus is better. Its original bonus is better, not its current bonus, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. But you should know. But still, love the concept of this one. They did it so well with the animals and all that. The Samsung soundtrack. Always peak, except for an Industrial Age. That's the only exception in my opinion. And honestly, yeah, just great deco. I love the purple theme. Like, honestly, that looks sick. It looks really cool. So when we get there, because trust me, we will get there, I'll show you guys that one and why I like about that one so much. But yeah, 51st place for this one. Kicking off the top 50, we have Shining Wave. Moving down 11 spots, because it was in 39th place last year. And this was also a very new level at the time. However, more levels have been added. I moved it down a few spots, but legit, it's mostly moved down just because of new levels. If you see something falling down 11 spots, it's mostly just because new levels have been added above it. And I've barely moved it down. In fact, I've actually probably moved it up quite a bit to keep it, like, actually relevant. Because that's what I did with City. Like, there was more than 11 levels added this year. That's in S tier, that's for sure. So yeah, very solid soundtrack. On it, like the fact that this is the worst of the CU levels, if we're not counting Lighthouse Alley and Beach Harbor, it's actually kind of insane because we're about to see 3 more much later on this list. So the fact that the worst one is in 50th place just shows how good the other 3 are. Same exact story goes for Tetris in 49th place, which was 38th place last year, also falling down 11 spots. This literally stuck with Shining Waves the entire time. Like, I just kept them together. They have moved down the exact same. I still love it the same amount. It's one of the best 2016 levels. There's actually one more above this. I was forgetting about the next one. It's actually higher because I do think it's better. I don't know how I forgot about the best one. But still a very solid one. The soundtrack is actually like a banger. So yeah, everything, it kind of just goes for this level as well, like I said about Shining Waves. In 48th place, we have the Spectre, moving down 13 spots because it was 35th last year. I don't have footage of this at all, so I'm just going to talk about it here very briefly. Very solid level. One of the worst Alan Walker levels, and if the worst is in 48th place, you know that how good the rest of them are about to be. We'll see those a lot later. In 47th place, ironically, moving down 11 spots because it was 36th place last year, we have A Dream of 7 Years. Yeah, this level has overtaken the Spectre because I moved it up because, you know, I just thought it was better. I honestly, it's the best fan-made, in my opinion. I don't think that'll ever change for me. Amazing theming here. For a fan-made level, I think they did better than most official levels do for Anniversary. Very solid. Gameplay is pretty fun. I don't come back to it too often because it's kind of hard, but when I do, I could always remember it quite easily. So it's a very memorable 6-star. Yeah, just a nice level. In 46th place, we have Steam Era. It was in 18th place last year, so it fell 28 spots. One of the largest falls, honestly. A lot of levels have just power crept this one, to be honest. I still love its theming. Soundtrack is one of the best in the game. Much better than Mechanical Power, in my opinion. Obviously much better than Fireworks. But, just a very fun, fast-paced level here. I don't have much to say about it. It's still S tier. It's just kind of there. One of those 2020 levels that's still pretty solid. In 45th place, we have Fission. It is brand new to the list. It is one of the newest levels in the game. As of right now, it's like the 5th newest. This was released in a standalone update, and it's honestly really fun. It has a very solid soundtrack. I know somebody in the comments, it's like Master something production, it's his favorite level in the game. Vision Glazer over here. It's okay. This is the Chess Fortress Glazer. We border each other on the level list. Yeah, I love the routing. I love the gameplay here. Everything about this level is really awesome. I do have a little bit of beef with the third crown, and that's the only reason it's this low. I probably would be higher if I'd liked the crowns more. I think all of the crowns are kind of just okay. I only really like the first one. The second and third one are just okay. I don't like the third one that much, though. So I guess it's holding it down to 45th. It probably could be in the 20s, though, if it didn't have these issues. In 44th place, we have Abyss Traps, the bonus of cannon encounters. So if that gives you a look at how recent Canyon Encounters was when I made the video. This wasn't even out yet. So yeah, I love the gimmick of this level using actual traps like suggested in the name, and for the 69th bonus level I expected it to be very weird, and it surely was. The soundtrack's very weird. It's very weird. It's a very weird level. So I guess it kind of fits there. I don't have any beef with this level other than the fact that it's just kind of there. I often forget about it. It's actually a hard 4-star if you try to perfect it, which is kind of funny. This might be a hot take, but in 43rd place we have Nirvana, which was in 33rd place last time, so moving down 10 spots, as well as the next two levels also moving down 10 spots. It's a very solid anniversary level, and before Time Memory came out, I would have said that it's the best anniversary main level of all time. However, now that Time Memory has come out, I cannot say that this is the best anniversary level of all time. Main level. Well, I mean, I couldn't say that actually. Main level is the best. I just can't do that anymore. I mean, granted, it's still very solid. It holds up very well today. The Phoenix theme and all of that. I just think that Time Memory is very much power crept this level quite a bit. Even then, the only reason it's really moved down that much is once again just because new levels come out. In 42nd place, we have Reindeer's Gift. Like I said, moving down 10 spots because it was 32nd place last time. This one is, in my opinion, the best Christmas level in the game. Spoilers for that video that's going to come out, like, near Christmas. It is. It very much just is the best Christmas level. The soundtrack is literally one of the best. I think it might be the best Christmas soundtrack, and for it being a Jingle Bell remix and being able to do that is actually kind of impressive, considering they're so unoriginal with their Christmas soundtracks. It's very fun. I do like it, and my only issue with it is probably the third crown just being way too challenging to get. I've never understood it. That's probably a skill issue, but whatever. In the last level of this -10 trilogy, we have in 41st place Castle in the Sky, 31st place last year, like I said, -10 spots. It's the best 2016 level. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, it's just that solid. It has a great routing. My only complaint with this level is that I really wish they kept that filtered theme, and now the gems just have a different color after a certain point, which is really weird to me. I really wish they'd change that or just add the filtered theme back. It would feel really nostalgic to me if they did that. I don't expect them to, but it'd be cool if they did. That's pretty much all I have to say about this level. In 40th place, we have Trick or Treat, falling 14 spots as it was 26th place last time. This is one that I see people often put in C tier. I mean, you guys just watched my Halloween ranking videos. This was 2nd place, only behind the level that's coming next, so I'm not going to elaborate on these two that much. The best Halloween level that's actually based on Halloween, in my opinion. It just is. Don't know why people are underrating it that much. Like, 2019 Halloween levels were actually peak. And, yeah, I know, the soundtrack is just really good, and all of that. So yeah, very deserving of S tier still. It only moved down mostly because of new levels. And in 39th place, we have a new level, and this is, in my opinion, the best Halloween level. Even though this level wasn't made for Halloween, it was released pretty close to it. So, yeah, I've already covered this. The mechanics they use in this level, they do it very well. I don't think there was a better way they could have used it for a level which bonus had the mechanic in the main level anyway, or I feel like it was very underused. So how they used it here just worked, and the soundtrack is also just fire. I actually disliked the soundtrack after first listening to it, but like it really grew on me, and it's now like one of my favorites. So yeah. In the 38th place, we have Melodic Metropolis, which was 24th place last time, falling 14 spots. Yeah, this one has always been a really solid co-creation level for me. A while ago, I would have even called it my favorite, but there have been new co-creation levels released that I would now say are better. still, very fun level. My complaint is with the background, it looking more like a metropolis than a melodic metropolis. It just looks kind of like a city. It's kind of boring to me. I think the background could have been a lot better, especially since this was fan submitted. In 37th place, we have Ignite V2, falling 9 spots as it was in 28th place last year. And then in 36th place, we have Ignite V1, also falling 9 spots as it was in 27th place last year. I always keep them grouped together because they're pretty much the same thing, just with the soundtrack change. Like, I don't see how you could separate them more than that. The original soundtrack is better. That's the only reason the first one is on top. I'm just very glad they brought it back to the game. And yeah, routing's still there, really good. It's very much held high by a nostalgia factor, but I really don't care in terms of this level because I'm still on that, riding that high of, oh my gosh, it came back to the game. In 30th place last year, falling only 5 spots, which is pretty good. We have Neon. There were more than 5 levels added above this level for this video, so I actually moved this one up quite a bit. It is the most iconic level in the game, in my opinion, so I feel like that's fair. I love it. I think anywhere below A tier is honestly kind of a crime. If you have it there, I think this is a very justified placement, in all honesty. It's very fun. I still come back to it. It's very replayable, especially for a 2018 level. If you were to, like, tell me, think of Cheetah Mobile, Rolling Sky era, this would be my first thought. Either this or City. So, like, 2 S tier levels, because they're just that iconic. Alright, up next we have 1UP in 34th place. It was in 22nd place last time, so it fell 12 spots. It is still a very fun level. It very much gives that Space Invaders vibe, pixelated game style. It's one of my favorite themes they added, and the soundtrack just fits it so well. F777 makes banger soundtracks, much better than Fireworks soundtrack, and it's honestly just such a fun one. Like, even with the mystery boxes as crowns, this level is what taught me how to get mystery boxes. So I'm also very nostalgic for that. Back when the hiatus era. In 33rd place, we have Beat Party, because I refuse to call it Rhythm Party. I'll write it out like that, but I'm not going to call it that. We have Beat Party, and fun fact, this is the only level on this list that actually moved up. And it moved up only 1 spot. Moving up 1 spot from 34th place last year. I actually have no idea how this happened. I mean, it's a good level. I just don't know how this is the level that the only level that gained spots. I'm like actually flabbergasted, because when I was putting together this list, I was like, how did this happen? I mean, I'm not going to change it, because I obviously did it for a reason. It must have just happened because I moved a lot of stuff around for this video, and like also when new levels come out, I move a lot of stuff around. But yeah, I think it's kind of funny how it ended up like this. Alright, in 32nd place, we have Faded Remix, and in 31st place, we have Faded. Both fell 12 spots respectively. They are still right next to each other as to where they were last year. I, once again, don't have footage of them, but yeah, both of them are very solid. Love the soundtrack. I put Faded higher because I think the soundtrack is better, better than the remix. However, that is not the case for the next level. In 30th place, we have Tribal Hunt, falling 19 spots as it was 11th place last time, but the soundtrack is still a banger. Very banger soundtrack. F777, What's It in Barry Cooks. I've always mentioned how I actually initially disliked the soundtrack, but it's actually a banger. It grew on me a lot, quite like Garoth. It's a very fun one. Do love coming back to it. I actually just played a remake version in Rollercraft today. Go download that game if you haven't already. It's pretty fun. But yeah, pretty solid level. Up next, ironically, at the 29-minute mark, we have 29th place, Alone Remix, which was 29th place last year. So falling 0 spots, going up 0 spots. This level actually stayed the same somehow. I have no idea. Once again, I have no idea how this happened. I must have been when I was moving stuff. I moved it up past the Faded levels. I really have been getting into it a lot more, but I once again just have no idea how it stayed exactly the same, especially when new levels were added above it. And ending off the Spectre, or the Alan Walker levels, we have the Spectre Remix, which was 23rd place last year, so it fell 5 spots. It's not a huge fall off. Once again, mostly just fell because new levels were added. Nothing wrong with it. I actually like it a lot. It's my favorite of the unlockable levels, all of them. It's probably the hardest as well, so I guess there's probably some correlation there. I never got to play the last 30%. However, from what I've seen, it looks quite fun. So, I mean, always take those with a grain of salt, the Spectre and Spectre Remix, because I never got to fully play those. The rest of them I did get to fully play. So, yeah. In 27th place, we have Kingdom War, which was in 12th place last year, falling 15 spots. This level was also quite new at the time, and I was on such a high of Battle Bastion at the time, this level's bonus, that I don't know, I must have just kept it high. I mean, no, by no means is bad. Being in the top 30 is really good, and this level is actually near the top of S tier, because now we have S plus tier. Don't worry, guys, we will be going over that tier in this video. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say for this level. I often forget it exists. It's a very fun level. I mean, I just don't come back to it quite often, so that's kind of my one gripe with it, I guess. Ooh boy. This is going to be a controversial one. In 26th place, we have Emerald City, which was in 7th place last time, falling 19 spots. By no means do I think it's bad, I just think I overrated it because it was quite new at the time. I don't understand the hate for this level, though. Like, if you hate it for that one mover part, like, all of the explanations I've gotten for why people hate this level just don't make sense to me. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I just don't understand them. Like, oh, the soundtrack just doesn't fit. What do you mean the soundtrack doesn't fit? It fits quite well, actually. Yeah, I kind of disagree with that. Like, it fits very well with, like, The Wizard of Oz. Like, and if you're trying to, like, think, like, well, this main level kind of felt like a 2016 level, so this level should try to do that, too. That's just a bad argument. Like, bonuses can be very different from their main levels. I mean, Furnace was very different from Industrial Age. That's just one example. Or, like, Out of Control was very different from Heartbreak. You know, so it's just, like, just dumb arguments. I think this level is very great. I love it. Granted, 7th place was very much an overration, but still, it's still a very fun level. In 25th place, we have The Wizard of Oz, Emerald City's main level. It was in 18th place last year, falling 7 spots. So, 17th place, falling 8 spots. And it honestly makes me feel like this could be a 2016 level, honestly, if it had, like, the moving objects in the background. I mean, it would just give off that vibe. It's a very fun level. I love it. It's, I love the soundtrack. It just feels like Scottish techno to me. It's really funny. Yeah, just a solid level all the way around, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say here. In 24th place, we have Crisscross. It was in 14th place last year, so it fell 10 spots. This is the bonus of my... Yeah, we all know what's going to be first place. This is the bonus of my favorite level in the entire game, Chess Fortress. I mean, spoilers if you're, like, new, but, like, if you've watched, like, any of my top videos before, you know that Chess Fortress is my favorite level in the game. So, yeah, I mean, it's just gotta be here, you know? I think the soundtrack is, honestly, the thing holding it back. Not that the soundtrack is bad by any means, I just think it could have been better. Other than that, everything else this level did quite perfectly, in my opinion. In 23rd place, falling 4 spots, only 4, because it was 19th place last year, we have Foggy City. This is the level that I initially saw a lot of hate towards, and then I saw a lot of love towards, so I have no idea how the community really feels about this one. I'm definitely more on the love side. Soundtrack, hard carry, much better than Phantom Thief, in my opinion. This is just such a banger. And they use the filtered themes very well in this level. Like, in the beginning, they use it very well. And they even use the basement mechanic, which is kind of interesting, but whatever. It's just pretty fun all around. That's pretty much all I have to say about this one. Alright, in 22nd place, we have Blazing Tracks. And this is the level that I was talking about in the beginning that is much better than Legendary Racing as it is because the routing is just so much better. And like I said, the retexturing was very much needed. This theme actually got retextured twice and it looks so good. So much better than the original one. Weirdly enough, this one has the retextured version in both pictures, whereas Legendary Racing doesn't. I guess it's because this level was released after the retexturing, but still it's kind of weird that they haven't fixed that. So I guess if anyone from Minimax is watching that, there you go. That could be, like, optimized later. This level actually has unused obstacles, too. that we're not seeing in Legendary Racing, which is really cool, like podiums and all of that. It makes me feel like I'm actually racing, so it's much better, honestly, than the other. And then also, the soundtrack is just amazing. F777, once again. Up next in 21st place, another new level. Blazing Tricks was also new. Another new level, we have Comet Bound, and this is one of the best co-creation levels in the entire game. Hands down, it is, hands down. Not the best, but one of the best. And that's just because the soundtrack is goated. Even though it's a Lab Confidential remix, it just sounds a lot better. I don't know. And the theming and all of that, it's so much better than Trailblaze. So much more replayable, because Trailblaze is honestly just too challenging. In my opinion, it's the hardest level in the game. I think Time Memory is actually easier. Even though it's not rated that way, it's still really challenging. I'm just not that good at diagonal tiles compared to Time Memory, which is a lot of fast swiping, which I am a lot better at. So yeah, I mean, that's just why I like Comet Bound so much. Kicking off the top 20, we have Axel Waltz, a level that was released like a month before Comet Bound. It's also a co-creation, the last one of Season 2. And this is another new level, obviously. This has one of the best soundtracks in the game, just gonna say that right now. It is not in the top 10 because I do think that it just is lacking on like some of the routing department, because it is a little repetitive, I will give it that, and you know, the theming is just on point, honestly. Top 20 worthy for sure. And in 19th place, we have another co-creation level, falling only 4 spots from 15th place last year, Breaking. A level that I initially very much underrated, putting it at the very bottom of S tier. And then, that was the like, it had just come out at that point. But then when I made the last S tier video, I moved it up quite a bit. And then, now it ended up over here. It's still very solid. I love it for the exact same reasons. It's one of the best Christmas levels we've ever got, because this is technically a Christmas level. If you count this, then yes, this is the best one. But if you don't count it, then Reindeer's Gift would be it. Still very solid and very good. In 18th place, we have SeaWorld falling 10 spots from 8th place last year. Still a great level. Honestly, very amazing. This is the 3rd best sea level. Like, this is number 3 of the 4, and it's in 18th place. Keep that in mind. That's how good the sea levels are. This one is very solid. It's the bonus of the sea. In this case, I think the main level is better, whereas with Shining Waves, the bonus is better. Love the pink theme, love the song remix. Honestly, it just comes down to a routing perspective, where I think the sea just does a better job. In 17th place, we have Hub, falling only 4 places like a lot of other levels up here, and it from 13th last year. This is a very solid one. The haters of this level I rarely see anymore, because you really can't hate on this level. I mean, the soundtrack is so good. And the routing of this level is meant to represent a Subaru. At least that's what most people take it to be. And you can't just, like, hate on this level saying, like, it's supposed to be a 4-star. It's, like, supposed to be easy. First of all, that's not even true. 4 stars have to be, like, moderately challenging. And second of all, this is one of the hardest 4 stars in the game. You're not going to just, like, play Cloud and then be like, hey, I want to play this random level in the 4-star category. Like, it's not even that, like, special to most people. It's really good though, like soundtrack, routing, love everything about this level, so yeah, very good. In 16th place, falling 6 spots from 10th place last time, we have Chronos. Soundtrack, fire. Theming, on point. Animated themes that go with it, cinnamon on top. Or like that, the sugar on top. It's peak. Honestly, really peak. I know that JJGH, this is his favorite level, at least as far as I know. It should still be. And I don't blame him for it. It's honestly really solid. The soundtrack is amazing. There's a lot of good things about this level. Kicking off the top 15, Feel the Bass with Accumulator, a new level to this list. Much better than Robotoy. Soundtrack is amazing. This is actually a 5-star in the 2-star category, which is really funny. There's so many ways you could play this level. Like, you could perfect this level in multiple different ways, which is actually really cool to me. It gives you your own kind of play style, and everything about this level is very fun. Very much enjoy it. In 14th place, we have Poor Night Wandering V1, not V2. V2 is not on this list. Nobody has access to V1, so, yeah. The story of V1 is amazing. I mean, I'm not going to explain it for all of y'all that don't know. You could look it up, just like Declan Hugo, Poor Net Wandering, or something like that. But yeah, beautiful story. Really annoying that they removed it. Still, love the decoration, love the purple theme, love the music. The original version was just so much better. Even the routing in the first version was just amazing. So yeah, that's why it's up here. So remember when I said that Atomic Energy was like the best 1-star? Technically, this is the best 1-star. Delight Tune, the easy version of Time Memory, is in 13th place, a new level. I wasn't considering this one a 1-star, but I guess theoretically, since it is under the 1-star level, on the level list, it is technically the best. And yeah, that's just because they did everything correctly. Even though there's mini levels, I think that resembles like part of the game's history, so I'm actually kind of glad that they added it, because it really doesn't take too much away here. And there's even like mystery boxes here, as there should be. In the easy version, I mean, everything just works here perfectly. Even the easy version was good this year. In past years, the easy versions have like sucked. Storms in Love and Revival are both pretty bad levels, but this one, very good. In 12th place, another new level to this list, we have Cubic Craft, the only level in the game with 40 gems. I think the soundtrack hard carries this level. It was made by the same composer as one that made the soundtrack of, I believe, number 5 on this list. So, yeah, it's good. It's honestly arguably better, but I don't know. I don't know. Still, the theming of Toy Blocks, this level's main level, was good. So, like, the decoration and all that's there, and I love the purple theme. Toy Blocks just didn't execute it well. I think this level executed it much better. And in 11th place, the technical top of the S tier, but not the S plus tier, we'll get there, we have Amusement Park. This level literally just fell out of the top 10, like, after last update. Last update is literally the reason this isn't in the top 10 anymore. This level makes me feel like I'm at an actual amusement park. There's so much, like, fireworks going on. There's, like, a bunch going on in this level. I'm not going to play it. But, like, there's so much going on. The soundtrack really adds to it. Like, the obstacles on point. Everything here is on point. There is no reason that this isn't in my top 10 other than the fact that there are just 10 better levels. And that's it. It is still technically the top of a tier, though. So this level can get gold in the fact that it's top of the S tier. It's just not top of the S plus tier. So let's get right into that top 10. In 10th place, falling 6 spots from last year, 4th place last year, we have the C. That just shows you how many new levels were released. Because I did not move any up. So yeah, this level, it fell a little bit, but it's still very good. Soundtrack, really good. This level was a lot behind its time, honestly. I think this could have happened a lot earlier, but I'm not holding that against it. Amazing concept here. Executed perfectly. I'm sure y'all have heard me talk about this level before, and yeah, same thing. It just moved down spots. Oh, Interstellar Leap, How the Mighty Have Fallen. 9th place this year, 2nd place last year, falling 7 spots. Interstellar Leap. This level is so good. The soundtrack carries hard. I normally am not a fan of these space levels, and this is really the only one that I can say I'm a fan of, and that in Space Station, or if you count like Celestial Vault. It's really good. It's just really solid. Mystery boxes, like, honestly really work here. Everything about this level just works, and it was executed perfectly in my opinion. The only reason it fell is because I don't think it really warranted 2nd place, and I think there's better levels now that do deserve it. Also falling 5 spots, which is a lot in the top 10. In 8th place this year, we have Battle Bastion. It was last year's 3rd place. And, you know, this level had the best soundtrack in the game. It has been dethroned by 3 other levels at this point. However, it's still very solid, and I still very much like this level, although I can see this getting into a similar situation to Moonlit Night Movement, where in the next year it moves pretty far down the tier list. But it still gets its glory this year. In 7th place, falling 2 spots, it was in 5th place last year, we have Time Machine. This level, Desolate Area and Sunshine Ocean, which are the 2 next ones coming up, are very interchangeable. This was in 5th place last year, Sunshine Ocean wasn't released yet. Desolate Area was in 6th place. It's in the 6th place this year as well. I'll switch to Desolate Area in a second. As for this level, it's just so nostalgic. It works really well. One of the most emotional levels in the game. It constantly gets underrated so hard. One of the best. I love it. Very awesome level. As for Desolate Area, it has one of my favorite weekly matches of all time. This plays no part in the ranking, I just wanted to say that. Oh, by the way, this fell 0 spots from last year. Also 6th place. It has one of the best soundtracks of all time. Decoration is still very good, like I said with Westland. Everything I said about Westland applies here in terms of obstacles. Routing is also very solid. Yeah, just very solid level overall. Up next in 5th place, we have the best sea theme level. This is a new level. Actually, the rest of these levels are new except for number 1. I mean, this is by no means, like, new, but, like, it came out after the last video was made. Very solid. One of the best soundtracks in the game. This was made by Meng He, which also made Cubit Craft, which I talked about earlier, in 12th place. Very solid. One of the best soundtracks in the game. And this, in my opinion, is the best co-creation level of all time. Very deserving of 5th place. In 4th place, another new level, we have the best bonus level in the game. Delusion Circle. And this is one of the newest as well. I haven't even talked about this level's main level yet, and it's on the list. So this is also part of the best level set in the game too, which is kind of crazy. It has one of the best soundtracks in the game, also dethroning Battle Bastion, as well as the next 2 picks would dethrone it as well. It also just has a really fun route, even for an easy 2-star. So yeah, very high up here. I don't think I'm overrating it. It's been months since it's come out. In 3rd place, we have Magic House, another new level to this list. This was the first level to ever dethrone Battle Bastion because of this soundtrack. So peak. The level design also reminds me of kind of like a 2016 level, except the invisible power-ups don't really remind me of that. But like every gem feels like it has a purpose here, and there's only 10. There's no crowns, just 10 gems. It's a very challenging level with diagonal tiles and all of that, but it's a really good one if you want to practice a bunch of 6 stars, especially Trailblaze, this in World Cup. In 2nd place, Time Memory, another new level, one of the newest levels to just come out. Man, when they did the 10th anniversary, I was afraid they were going to butcher it, botch it, somehow mess it up. I can tell you right here, right now, that did not happen. They did everything right when they did this level. Like, this was perfect. Everything I could have asked for. I cannot wait to see what Moda Feast looks like. But yeah, this level has everything. Amazing soundtrack, would also dethrone Battle Bastion. Amazing routing. They started it in a massive theme. Perfect way to do it. They had theme cameos. They had everything. Even the soundtrack had cameos. They did this level perfectly. And in 1st place, moving down 0 spots from last year, Chess Fortress. Wow, who's surprised? I'm not even going to really elaborate on this. It's my favorite level in the game. It has been since it was released. There's nothing really for me to say about this. But that's all I got for you guys today. Pretty long video. There's a lot of S tier levels. There's a lot of really good ones. Last year was essentially just a top 50. It's a lot more than that this year. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this long one, but this was pretty long awaited. I have quite a few more videos for you guys to see. I still haven't even done the 200 subscriber special, one of the videos yet. I'm gonna get that out soon. But yeah, see y'all in the next one.